Yo, what's going on, Cowboys fans? It's your boy Fuster King on the way to work. Beautiful Wednesday morning. Wanted to chop it up with you guys on how the Dallas Cowboys have to stop these pesky Los Angeles Rams, and that's what type of team they are. So we know the pedigree that this team has. Sean McVay coach team, which there were rumors just last year that maybe Sean McVay may be done with coaching, and some of that may be because he wouldn't have the resources in the draft and this, that, and the third. And then all he does is what? Go out, find a guy like Puka Kupp, find a guy like Steve Avila who's playing well for them on the line. Tutu Atwell's playing well. Like, the Rams have found a way, even with, and I know Cowboys fans probably don't want to hear this because, with us, draft picks are king. But, like, even with them not having, maybe first round ammo or just having a first round pick, they're still able to find good pieces. And it helps when you have a system. It helps when you have a scheme. It helps when you have a play caller and a head coach. Because I do believe that Sean McVay is a great head coach, and those guys play good football, and they play a certain way, and they play gritty. I do want to make it clear, though, that the Dallas Cowboys do have a better roster, all in all, than the Rams, and should win this game. The Dallas Cowboys should win this game. Haven't done a car video in a while, so I just want to wake up, talk to you guys, and hope you guys have a great day and encourage you guys. Okay, let's talk about the matchup. Dallas Cowboys off the bye, no excuses. I went live with Joe yesterday and kind of ranked the NFC, and what happened? Boom, San Francisco loses to the Vikings. That's the NFL, and we're at a place where identities are starting to be formed. But I still don't think that the Cowboys have played their best football. I've said that, and I also want to say it's okay to not be playing your best football in October. It's okay not to be playing your best football in early November. But come December, January, because 17-game season now, you need to be playing your best football. You need to be playing your best football. Going into the playoffs, there might be teams that have a better record than you and a higher seeding than you. But you need to be playing your best football. There's some things that I still see with Philly's offense. Yes, if they have an injury, and I would never wish injury, one slip up on that offensive line, things start getting goofy, leakage, and things aren't as clean. For Hurts, it will not be and look the same versus defense like the Cowboys. I would like to think the Cowboys do have a good defense. Now, San Fran got us. Arizona got us. It happens. There's been a loss like that for every team in the NFL. And a lot of these teams that everybody has called and is calling elite, there's been a loss like that for these guys. That being said, this is Rams talk. Now, I went back and watched the Philly game when the Rams played Philly. And then I went back and watched the Pittsburgh game. And one thing that I noticed about Pittsburgh was, especially Porter, and I just want to say this, guys, Puka Kupp he's as advertised. The way that he's being used, I think he's the headliner on that offense right now. If you just looked at how as Kupp, gets his sea legs and he's finding his way back, and Kupp is still there, and he's still a guy. Make no mistake about that. And he can run everything, especially those deep corners. They kill you on those corner routes. It could be 3rd and 11. And this one thing about this team, guys. They get in the deep down and distance. Whether it's the run game doesn't hit every time the way it should, or Stafford maybe takes an inopportune sack. And we'll talk about Stafford. He can still throw the ball well, but I think if you get after him, especially in the middle of his face, he starts to get antsy. But Puka and Kupp, they're both just studs. Puka, though, is so interesting for him to be a 4th-round pick from BYU. You look at the kid, and his body is like he has an NFL body already. And you see him running corners over. He's not fast. It's so interesting. He's not like a burner, but he gets into windows so well. He gets into windows, guys. Tutu Atwell, great auxiliary receiver. A fast guy. They'll use him once a game just to take the top off the defense. Just to say, let me see if we can get him behind everybody. And then Cooper Kupp. And Kupp is still, you know, he's still that guy. Like Cooper can still run every route. But the injury, coming back from the injury, is a real thing. But then when I look at that old line, I say, with Havenstein, Avila is playing good. Steve Avila is playing good. But then like Jackson at left tackle. And actually Royce Freeman isn't doing a bad job at running back. Physical downhill runner. But the line is in the middle of that line, center, right guard Kevin Dotson. Those guys, when I watched and I really paid attention, I noticed, and Pittsburgh doesn't run as many stunts as us, but I noticed like when I watched Philly play them, they were able to get pressure right in Stafford's face, and it started to affect the game as the game went on. Dallas does really good with B and A gap pressures with stunts as the game goes on, because they'll just start using Micah against you. Like what Dallas does do well that I really like, they'll just start using Micah against your worst offensive lineman, and they'll just blitz him, and Michael will just win, and he'll just chase your quarterback. And I believe that's if you get them in opportune down and distance, that ball has to be out quickly, because I just don't think that they'll be able to get it blocked up against our D line. This will be a test, however, though, for your back end. It just is what it is. So Bland, he has to play good football this game. Your safeties, because they have they have a really good tight end. Tyler Higbee just finds ways to get open. Your safeties have to play good football this game. Like, there's no way around it. Gilly Locks, he needs to be Gilly Locks, and I think that Gilly will give up a play, but I think that he'll make a few plays as well. And this will be a good primer, because I believe we do have the Eagles next week. So this will be a good primer for them, because you're playing two good receivers, and then next week you'll be playing two good receivers as well. So all in all, if it's me, when I'm rushing Stafford, I'm rushing him in his face. All game, when I watched him against Pittsburgh and even Philly, he's stepping up early. Stafford's a savvy vet, but his body is kind of frail and brittle. So if there's any leakage coming at him, he's going to protect himself. He's going to get down, right? Reminds me a lot of Tony Romo's body towards the end of his career. I mean, it look like he skips arm leg day and leg day, but he can still throw the football. Like, make no mistake about that. Matt Stafford still has a rope. And so I just think that those interior pressures will really bother the player. But you got to get home. And your corners on the back end have to hold up. It's a big game for Jordan Lewis, who, to me, I won't say I'm out on Jordan Lewis, but I just want to see him play better football. Bland has been playing outstanding football. I don't mind Bland getting beat, because I know that Bland will make a play. And that's all I ask for my DB. Diggs is gone. So now, hey, Diggs is gone. I need somebody to make plays. And then obviously dealing with Puka Nakua. I think if it's me, I would love to have a bigger body Izzy type on Nakua. But for whatever reason, the Cowboys just won't play Israel Mukuamu. I would love to see him guard Puka Nakua. I think that this would be the game for him. Tall, physical, and can still turn around. Will Nakua get him at times? Yeah. But I think that it will bother Stafford enough, his length. So that would be me. But I don't know. Your guys' guess is as good as mine as how they challenge him early with Nakua. But make no mistake about it, they're going to move Nakua all over the formation. He's going to find windows. They're going to use him down the middle of the field. That's how they use Puka. And he's done a great job finding those holes. So if you try to split your safeties out and play two, please believe that's what he's going to do. So to me, I just want to really see the Cowboys I want to see the Cowboys pressure and use resources and not let Matt Stafford sit back there. You saw it even in the Brock Purdy loss to, not Brock Purdy, obviously San Francisco. Brock Purdy's a good quarterback. We won't poop on the guy, but when they played Minnesota heated Purdy up. got him a few times, but then he started to make mistakes because a lot of teams don't handle the blitz. Like Dak actually handles the blitz. Probably he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league when being blitzed. He knows how to check, get out of that stuff. Boop by boop. Purdy did not. Now Stafford is a savvy vet, but Stafford doesn't have the same foot quickness and his body isn't the same. So we'll see. I think it'll be a very good game. I do have the Cowboys winning. We're going to come back and talk about the Cowboys offense versus the Rams defense because I do think that that's where the Cowboys can attack. Like Witherspoon, they need to attack Witherspoon with CeeDee Lamb. I don't want to hear any more excuses. I just watched Jordan Addison go crazy. I don't want to hear any more excuses from this front office, from this play caller about not getting CeeDee Lamb the football. All right, it's your boy Foots, guys. Have a great day. Peace. Oh, welcome to Southeast DC. That's where I'm at right now. Peace.